Alright, so we are 2 weeks into the new year and we already have something to talk about, of course. And today we're going to be talking about how all of these YouTubers are ending up leaving the platform. So we see the likes of MatPat, Tom Scott, and Seth Everman have all announced that they will be quitting or just taking a long break on YouTube. And just seeing this, I see all this and I think it's like very interesting, like maybe something is going on and we don't know about, like behind YouTube, or maybe it's all just coincidental, which it probably is. And I don't want to make like a conspiracy here that's like, oh, YouTube is a bad company, because no, it's not. It's just like it's really really interesting to see all of these YouTubers just go at once. But it's not just interesting; it's also pretty sad. I mean, we're like talking about some of the goats here, man. I mean, like, and they've all announced their retirements like all at once. And here, I'll just show you a clip of what MatPat had to say. That might help you understand.
This channel is Steph and my first child, really. Before we had Ollie, before we had Skip, Catbat, like, it was this. This was our baby. This channel has been going for 13 years. I think in total it's somewhere around like 1,200 theories. And only half of those are FNAF. Shocking. I know, we actually did stuff that wasn't FNAF related. But this has been a literal third of my life. And I'm gonna miss you.
What he's talking about here is like the work to life balance has been very basically just one sided, and how it's been going on for the whole 13 years that he's been running the channel. And frankly, I mean, you can't really blame him. I mean, imagine just doing all this work for so long, and you're dedicating so much time to this YouTube channel or to the YouTube channel and all the work, and you just can't spend the valuable time that you have, the very limited time you have on this earth, with your family. It just seems like it's been a trend for YouTubers to leave YouTube for a while now, really just the past year. And it's not just MatPat, for example. We saw Stampy, where his Minecraft world finally came to an end after 800 or so episodes. And we see icons such as Seth Everman and Tom Scott, who are just mainly the very huge and very crucial to the way YouTube's story has become. And they've all just left the platform for a while, and everyone is asking sort of why. Why is everyone retiring, really? YouTube is the dream job that so many people want nowadays, and it really boils down to them leaving on how fast YouTube really moves as a platform. They are taking and producing less content, but in reality, all of these people aren't entirely like radio silent, like how an actual retirement in a typical job is. Most of these YouTubers are still making side videos or content while announcing their departure, but they aren't actually fully gone. Also, when you start doing YouTube, you just do anything you want and whatever, because you're so focused on the idea of YouTube and you want it to do well. Most YouTubers have like, separate things that they've done and they want to do until they get the idea of what they want to do mainly on their channel. For example, I used to record random content, and to be honest, I still do that. But then more bigger YouTubers, when you become bigger, you find content that really just sticks to you, and it's just you're known for it. That's when you become big, because you're known to have that content and you stick to that. But eventually, when you repeat that for years and years on end, it just becomes boring and exhausting to do for you to keep on doing. It's sort of like, you're just burnt out from doing YouTube for so long and doing the same thing over and over again. And because you're so known for that one specific thing, if you try to turn to other things, you're just going to collapse, because people don't know you like that and they're not going to watch your content like that, if because you're so big on just that one specific thing that you do. We see that all these YouTubers just seem to be leaving when they're the most relevant, and they don't want to see themselves and their channel lose relevance over time, over the years that they have been uploading, because it's not just their channel that loses relevance over time, and what loses over time is their relevance, but it's also just they don't want to see their soul, like they're draining themselves, and they're also draining their sanity. Like, they could be going insane, or they could just like be dying inside, because they're just so burnt out and tired of it. And we just see that they choose to just leave on a high note, because for years we have seen other YouTubers from like the past, such as I can't name any examples right now because I just can't think of any, but we've seen like other YouTubers and we've learned from them because seeing and learning from others people's mistakes and your mistakes is also the best way of learning. And we see that all of these YouTubers just eventually fade out of relevance, and now people are learning that if you go on a high note, it's just better for you. In my experience, we see that these YouTubers are still huge on the platform. In fact, my younger siblings would watch Matt Pat, and they still do, and they enjoy his content. And so I think it's a good decision for him to actually leave on such high relevance on his channel because, and on YouTube, because he actually just had one of the best years on his platform, like with views and relevance and everything like that. But in my experience, from especially what I've seen with my siblings, he's very clearly still relevant on YouTube for just everyone. And it's not just the younger audience on YouTube, but to people who want to watch his videos because they enjoy him. MatPat has a very fun and enjoyable and just quirky and just like uh personality that helps people and like enjoys people and just appeals to people, and he's just very relevant on the platform because of that, and it gives people who watch his videos a better understanding and more like fun. It's sort of like writing in like if you're like writing a poem or something, you want to give it like you want to show, not tell, because when you're showing, you like, oh, you give more emphasis on what you want, and you want everything like that, so they have a better understanding. But while they also have that better understanding, they're not getting bored. They want fun, and yeah, for his viewers, that's very fun. And we just see this where his theories are just very helpful and just very at large for people. Anyways, this is all I really wanted to talk about today because I just found it pretty interesting, and I just found it like, just a good topic to talk about, and I just wanted to show you guys this, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.